On February 12, 2026, Pakistan's Senate chamber became a battlefield. Not with guns, with photographs. PTI senators placed images of their imprisoned founder on their desks, and for a moment, the entire House held its breath. The chamber is filled with tension. A close-up on the photograph of Imran Khan, because these were not just pictures of a politician. A graphic showing an eye with 85% vision loss. A map of Pakistan with a question mark over it. They were pictures of a man who, according to a report now before the Supreme Court, has lost 85% of the vision in one eye. A visual of a hospital with no specialists. An image of an injection being administered. And the question tearing through the country is not just how this happened, but who allowed it to happen. A shot of the Supreme Court building, an exercise machine in a cell. Opposition leader Allama Raja Nazar Abba stood and told the House what his party already knew, that Imran Khan had complained of blurred vision for months, that he was taken to PIMS Hospital, a facility without a specialist for his condition, that he received injections, yes, but that the treatment came too late. A cancer hospital. PTI senators looking defiant. In Islam, Abba said, his voice cutting through the noise. Compensation for the loss of one eye is equal to half the compensation for loss of life. The government responded. Rana Sanola, the Prime Minister's advisor, rose to defend the record. The Senate chamber in chaos, an empty podium in the Senate. He pointed to reports submitted to the Supreme Court, reports that, he said, confirmed all facilities were provided. Exercise machines, police barricades, armored vehicles on the streets, 3 meals a day, medical care whenever a complaint was raised. If a better specialist is available at the cancer hospital than at PIMS, he offered, Imran could be examined there. A peaceful sit-in protest. A doctor's bag. It was a concession, but for PTI senators, it was not enough. The Supreme Court chamber. A 7-page report. They refused to remove the photographs. Law Minister Azam Nazir Tarar called the Senate a sacred house and demanded compliance. A visual of a blood clot in an eye. A calendar showing the passage of time. PTI's Falik Nez Chitrali shot back that the government should not lecture them on the law. The chamber descended into chaos, and in silence, presiding officer Wacker Mehdi adjourned the session until the next day. But the country knew, this fight was far from over. Outside Parliament, the red zone was sealed. Police blocked every approach. Armored vehicles lined Constitution Avenue. PTI chairman Barrister Gahar Ali Khan told reporters he had barely managed to reach the building. If the situation slips from our hands, he warned, the government will not be able to control it. Opposition leader Mahmood Kanachaksai announced a sit-in peaceful, he insisted, but with a demand that could not be ignored. Imran Khan's personal physician must be allowed access. The Awam Pakistan Party, led by Shahid Khaqan Abbasi and Miftah Ismail, pledged to join. This was no longer just PTI's fight. Meanwhile, inside the Supreme Court, a different drama unfolded. Chief Justice Yahya Afridi presided over a hearing that would determine the former Prime Minister's immediate future. Barrister Salman Safdar, appointed as friend of the court, had submitted a 7-page report after meeting Khan at Adiala jail. The details were devastating. Until October 2025, Khan had normal 6x6 vision in both eyes. Then came persistent blurring. He reported it to the jail superintendent repeatedly. No action was taken. A specialist later diagnosed a blood clot. An injection was administered, but by then, according to the report, Khan had been left with only 15% vision in his right eye. Safdar wrote that he personally observed Khan, visibly perturbed and deeply distressed, his eyes watery, reaching repeatedly for tissues. The government's own medical report, signed by PIMS Executive Director Dr. Rana Imran Sikandar, confirmed the diagnosis: right central retinal vein occlusion. A hospital-based procedure was performed on January 24, with Khan's consent. But the question of timing, why it took 3 months from the first complaint, remained unanswered. Chief Justice Afridi observed that the reports from Safdar and the jail superintendent were largely consistent. He noted that Khan was currently housed in a state suite, receiving the same facilities as any prisoner, but that health concerns must take precedence. All prisoners, including the PTI founder, must receive equal medical facilities, he said. Then came an unexpected turn. The Chief Justice remarked that the government appeared to be in a good mood and suggested that allowing Khan telephonic contact with his sons was important.